For 30 years, this case sat untouched. No arrests, no justice. Just one unanswered question. Who got away with murder? Tonight, we revisit a crime so quiet, so perfectly hidden, that investigators believed it would never be solved. They were wrong. On the morning of June 14, 1993, a jogger made a call that would haunt a small town forever. Hidden behind a line of trees, just off an abandoned service road, lay the body of a There were no signs of a struggle, no witnesses, and no murder weapon. Police initially believed it was a random act of violence. But something didn't feel right. The victim wasn't involved in crime. They had no known enemies, no dangerous lifestyle. Friends described them as quiet, dependable, almost forgettable. And sometimes that makes a person the perfect target. The autopsy later revealed the cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, and the time of death was placed somewhere between 10 p.m. and midnight. That 2-hour window would become critical to the entire investigation. Detectives questioned neighbors, co-workers, and even family members. One name came up repeatedly, a person who was close to the victim. They argued often, and more importantly, they had no solid alibi for the night of the murder. But this was 1993. Suspicion wasn't enough to secure a conviction. There was no DNA match, no surveillance cameras, and no digital trail to follow. Within a year, the case went cold. For decades, the file simply gathered dust on a shelf. The original detectives retired, key witnesses moved away, and some eventually passed away. All the while, the killer lived freely, blending into everyday life, perhaps believing they had gotten away with it forever. Until, of course, technology caught up. In 2023, a newly formed cold case unit decided to reopen the investigation. Tay began retesting old evidence using modern DNA techniques, methods that were pure science fiction back in the 90s. One particular item stood out, a small, almost microscopic trace of biological material found on the victim's clothing. It wasn't much, but it was enough. The DNA profile didn't match anyone in the existing criminal database. So, investigators tried a groundbreaking new approach. Genetic genealogy. They uploaded the profile to public ancestry websites, and what they found stunned everyone. The DNA pointed to a specific family, and eventually to one person. The same individual who was questioned 30 years earlier, the same person who walked free due to lack of evidence. When police finally made the arrest, the suspect denied everything. But then, they made a fatal mistake. During questioning, they revealed a specific detail about the crime scene, a detail that was never released to the public. In that moment, the investigators looked at each other. They finally had their confession. 30 years. One life, lost, one killer, hiding in plain sight. This case proves one thing. You can run from the truth, but you can't outrun time. Justice may be delayed, but it never forgets. Thanks for watching. If you found this case as compelling as we did, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into mysteries solved.